Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia, and we're starting off. We're going to do a lot of collection. We're going to go get some discoveries, we're going to get some crew members, so there's going to be a lot of jump cutting around, because it's all over the explorable world. First off, I wanted to say, the captain stripes that I used on the Delphinius, it really doesn't matter if you save them. I found out, if you use them on the Little Jack, they actually carry over, because even though you use them on the ship, think of them like the seeds that I haven't been using. They increase a character's stats, like the Vital Seed, for example. Increases max HP by 30. I use that on Vice. Well, Vice is the captain, so imagine being captain. You'd think using it on like the Little Jack it would affect Drachma, but it's whoever the captain of the ship is, which is the player. So they will transfer. So if you had used any of the captain stripes on the Little Jack, and save them for the Delphinius, either way, your HP is going to be 44,000. Fantastic. So that's one thing I wanted to show off, because it made me feel like a complete and total idiot. We're going to head to Pirate Island, so I'm going to go ahead and cut to there, because it's a long way there. And we're going to get our first crew member, well, second crew member. Alright, so we are back at Pirate Isle. You know, home sweet home. This is the first time we've been back to Pirate Isle since we left. You'd think that they would have something to say, but they really... no one does. This is the only guy who will actually address the change in situation. Briggs the Vice Captain. Hey there, Vice, I heard you not only managed to escape from Valua again, but you stole one of their best ships. That's incredible, but we've got our new ship too. So they're making the Albatross too, and they just finished it. So your dad's captain again of a new ship. But he is really the only person. If you go and talk to Dine, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a swashbuckler rating that changes your title. Like, this is information that would have been useful to know, you know, a long time ago. Not even your mom says anything. She just says, oh, you look tired. Would you like to sleep? Like that. What? Okay. So our second crew member. Come over and talk to the dog. We wanted to ask you to do something for us. We really wish we could go with you and help out, but we're still too young. Yeah, you're still kids. You don't need to fight. So, we want you to take our dog. Pal's always been there for us whenever we needed someone to cheer us up. Maybe if Pal could go with you, we'd cheer you up. So, yes, we're going to have a dog join our crew. Pal has joined your crew as a jester of sorts. Excuse me. I'm also recovering from the plague. I do greatly apologize for that, because I probably sound like death or ass or death's ass or something along those lines. Alright, so we have a crew member, and also, I need to do this. So, all of the weapons from the Little Jack that we had, we can't equip. So, all we have are the prototype hands. We still have them in our inventory, so you can sell them. But the accessories will work. So, we're going to use the twin propellers to increase our dodge percentage and our quick, and then we are going to up our defense, because I like having defense, which is fantastic. I could up the dodge and quick more, but, you know, defense. Alright, so I'm gonna leave, and we're gonna go back to Pirate Island. I wanted to work my way back, because this is the farthest southern point that we're gonna have to do, and we're gonna have to go all the way north for everything. So I'm going to make my way back to Sailor's Island from Pirate Island, and we're going to get some crew members and sell some stuff and, you know, just generally increase our good standing. So I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so landing on Pirate Isle, we've got a lot to do here. Alright, so in terms of what you want to make sure you have for this section of the game, you want to make sure you want to have 110,000 gold. Specifically because 10,000 gold is going to go to this guy, Lawrence. You're asking me to join your ship's crew? Yes, I am. I only join crews when the owner of the ship is willing to pay me what my skills are really worth. 10,000 gold. So yeah, 10,000 gold. Alright, okay. So, Lawrence joined your crew as a helmsman. The other 100,000 is going to be needed to actually progress through the game. We'll probably be doing that in the next episode, not this one. So, but just keep an eye out that you want to have that much money, because it's kind of needed. So we come over here, we're going to talk to Polly. Yeah, we're recruiting members for the crew. They don't call it Sailor's Island for nothing. We were wondering if maybe you'd like to join. You're the only cook we know, really. Not really a joke, but this is probably one of the longest cutscenes about getting a crew member that I can think of. Because we learned so much backstory about Polly that we just never knew before, nor most of the other members just don't care to talk about, like Lawrence. We don't talk about, but we get to meet Anne, Polly's daughter. We get to learn about Polly's husband, who vanished into the ether years ago, and that Polly's gonna go looking for him. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of backstory, so... I'd be yay! So Polly joins as our cook. And then you see Anne take over the behind the counter, so... And our last crew member here is one that we've already met before. And it is the person who gave us the minigame, Pinta. So you finally have your very own ship, huh? Yes. So Pina joined our crew as a delegate. So, what does any of this mean? Well, let's take a look. So, we have crew members that have specific spots, and as you can see, you have an active and a standby, so there's actually two for each slot that have varying effects. So, like, right now we only have one per slot, so they're default active. Lawrence. Mercenary for hire, he sails the skies for a steep price, he will increase your ship's quick. So, having him in that position actually changes the ship's stats, and then each character can actually be used in battle for a specific effect. Or some of them can, I should say. Using the crew command, she will replenish one character's MP. So, if we're in a ship battle and, say, Fina's running out of MP because we've been casting Cure too much instead of using healing items, you can use Polly, all of Fina's MP is returned. Marco, using the crew command, he will double all of the spirit points for one turn. Pal, using the crew command, he will raise your chances of attacking for first for a full turn. That's actually kind of useful. Pinta, using the crew command, he will protect your ship from enemy cannon fire for a full turn. That's actually really useful. So, yeah, there are a lot of things that you want to, pay close attention to in terms of what your crew is. And then there's also going to be a special move that we'll learn later that involves our crew members. So, depending on what crew you have active, will change the effect of that attack. So, but we'll get into that much later. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to sell all of the ship parts, because we can't use any of them. Any of the guns I can't use, because they were for the Little Jack, and supposedly I can't equip them. Not that it matters, because basically all the stuff that we've got now is way better. I may end up regretting this. I may, once I get to a certain point, realize, oh yeah, I can equip these. But I'm pretty sure I can't. So, and even if I can, it doesn't matter. Like, the main cannons are useless. They have crap attack compared to the prototype cannons that I've got, so... So, yeah. That's everything here. that we can do on Sailor's Island. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut. We're going to head to Nasrad now, which is actually kind of easy to get to because if you just go the same way that you took the Merchant, there are no patrol ships because, you know, Nasrad kind of got attacked. So I'll be back in just a second when we hit Nasrad. Alright, so we're in Nasrad, and we are looking for 2 people. You're not one of them. Alright, so we are looking for the defense tower here at the docks. Where is it? And as you can see, the Nasrad docks are just all sorts of tore up from, you know, what happened. I think over here. Our job is to defend Nasrad, but we completely helpless to do anything. Well, the person we're looking for is Kazim, so I guess he's up here. Let's see if we can find him. It says it's near the defense tower, so... Yep, right here. That's him. The crack shot. Yep. It really chaps my hide. That's what? How about you join our crew and we'll let you get your revenge. Yes, I'm Vice. I don't know what my subtitle is right now. Yeah, that's us. Well, the Falloon Prince is right here. I don't really think it's an abducted part. Yeah, I don't know about the abducted part. Let me join your crew so I can get my revenge. Okay, sure. You won't take no for an answer, so yeah. So we get Kazim the Gunner. Alright, and there's one other crew member here. And it's apparently where her ship used to be. I don't... one of the characters that I basically just ignored when we were here, it was during the Vice and Akenfina were split up section. The moneylender Osman. I don't see her anywhere over here. I thought she was not in the dock section. Well, let's go over here and see if she's on the other side. Don't know. Paying attention is not something I've been doing recently. It says where her ship used to be. Well, I mean, there used to be a lot of ships right there, but there's not anymore. That's our ship. Yeah, I don't see anyone here. Is she in the center? I thought she'd be in, like, the center section. I'll have to find her. Because she's in Nasrad. Specifically. So, but there's also 2 items here that we need to get here in the center of what used to be town. The center fountain has a cham. Somewhere around here. Part of it is paying attention. There. No. I hear the massive beeping, but I don't know. There we go, champ. And there's a moonberry in between the weapon and item shops, wherever they were. I don't remember where they were. Were they on the? They were on the other side. I gotta go up. If I can still go up, it's kind of hard to say. This place is kind of a wreck. Let's go in here and see if we can go up top. I think I can still go up top, which is good because I kind of need to. Da-da-da-da. Not up here. I don't know where I'm going. Well, that's a weapon shop. Oh, it's down there! Holy crap! How I missed that, I will never know. I mean, it's only available here, but after this is... So, Moonberry. Alright, so give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find where the hell Osmond is, because I got nothing. Okay, it's not where her ship used to be, it's where her shop used to be. And you can actually see her up there. That's her. That's her. My ability to pay attention is strong. So basically just walk all the way up here and be like, hey. She's got a cat on her hat. That's a little Seussian for my taste. I don't feel sorry for her. She wouldn't have lended, you know, Fiend and Aka money back then, so... All you care about is money. I can help you find treasures that normally would be almost impossible to find. She won't. She really doesn't. She's just kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, let's take a look and see what it is they do. Shall we? So we got Kazim. Having Kazim in your active crew will increase the damage done by your main cannons. Well done. And Osmond. Having Osmond in your active crew will increase your chance of finding expensive items. Now, I don't know if that affects all random battles or just random battles on the world map. I don't know. Alright, so that's all the crew members we can find. We got a couple extra items, and we've got some discoveries to find as well. One thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to use some moonberries, because we have not done that in a while. So we are going to use a couple on Enrique, because he has no super moves. We've got 8. We're going to learn Royal Blade. Enrique slashes at a single enemy in a flurry of precise sword attacks. And creates a defensive barrier for 1 turn. All physical damage received is cut in half. So this is actually one of the most useful abilities in the game. It's also debated which one's better between this one and Skull Shield. This gives everyone the effect of guarding without actually having to guard. So they take half damage, but they still have the ability to attack. That's actually very effective versus taking no damage and counterattacking for a little bit of damage. But having Enrique use Justice Shield allows for Vice to attack and do something like Cutlass Fury for a ridiculous amount of damage. So it opens up a new set of abilities for strategy, basically. And then we are going to use 4 Moonberries to learn Fina's Last. Revives, cures all adverse effects, and completely restores HP of all enemies for 18 SP. Lunar Light. That makes things so much better. And it's 100% guaranteed resurrection, unlike, you know, some of the other crap that we've been doing. Vice also learned Attorney, because the random encounters getting all these places. So we are ranking up silver at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to leave. and we're going to go look for some discoveries, because there are 3 that we have access to right now. So I will be back in just a moment. Alright, so the first discovery is you want to find Skull Rock. Everything kind of hinges on Skull Rock from here. Find this and go as high up as you can and just go north and ignore the random battle that, you know, apparently I run into. Alright, so, like I was saying, go as high up as possible and then just go north and hope that you run into it. There we go! The Balloon Flower! A curious plant whose colorful fruit sways in the wind like a balloon. When the thin outer shell is popped, a sweet fragrance is released. It is often seen throughout the world in more peaceful times, but of late the fruits are seldom seen. Alright, so that's one. Alright, we're going to go back to the wall here, and we're actually just going to kind of follow along. Looking here, it's going to start getting a little icy, a little nasty looking, because we're going to get into crap territory. Alright, so right here, you see a rock slide and a random battle. The rock slide's important, the random battle's not. Alright, so like I was saying, the rock slide is important, the random battle's not. So right around here, there it is, we find the Stone City. The ruins of a settlement built into solid rock wall. Countless passageways connecting the dwellings, the homes appear to have been abandoned hastily, but no evidence is found that explains what exactly happened. So, really, once you find that, just search down there, and it's found. Alright, and then the last one that we have access to is, you see that one lone island out in the distance? Except for the random battle? God, I love random battles in this game, don't you? Okay, as I was saying, that one lone island, that is the only lone island, that's the only island in this entire section of the sea. So, it's really hard to miss this one. It's also kind of hard to find if you go looking for it without finding some of the others. The Philosophy Stone, not to be confused with Harry Potter's Philosopher's Stone. Though my body may age and the sun may set, the soul of a sailor still burns inside me. As long as I can dream, I shall travel the skies. As long as there are skies, my journey shall continue. A Sailor's Philosophy, by Anonymous. Alright, so those are all. That's pretty much everything we've got right now. So we can head back to Crescent Isle and get things underway. I really don't know how long this episode's going to be, so I'm probably not going to start the Crescent Isle stuff yet, because there's a ridiculous amount of dialogue there. So I'm going to get into a random battle, and I'm going to show off some of these new abilities that we've learned. And I may farm some extra money, I don't know. I did get a Moonberry in one of the random battles, so we have not seen Enrique at all. Also, should you want to farm, Kenzels are the best things. They drop 1,000 gold a pop, so if you can manage to kill them, that's fantastic, but they have a ridiculously high dodge rate, so be careful about that. So we're going to guard, and we are going to Royal Blade, the Kenzel. Poke! Poke, 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 poke.
Face my blade!
Not the best damage, but also not the worst, so... That is Enrique for you. Not a bad attacker, really. So... Guard, guard, and we will use Justice Shield. And Justice Shield...
Be our shield. Shield of Justice!
He says Shield of Justice instead of Justice Shield. That's the only time I think that a name for an effect is slightly off. But that one, like Delta Shield, are expedited moves, so I believe they will always take precedent over everything. So, we're going to guard, and it's going to try to run and miss. And we are going to guard again, and we're going to use Lunar Light, just so we can see this one. And this one also, I think, is an expedited ability. Yeah, that one, that's just fantastic. Fantastic. And... we'll Cutlass Fury. Just for shits and giggles. Just because we haven't seen this one in a while. Yeah, Vice did about 200 points of damage more than Enrique. But also, Vice's stats are a little bit better than Enrique's, so...
We did it!
Yes, Fina, we did it. And we still need to... And we get a Baroka shell. Fantastic. I was hoping for Moonberry. Alright, so I'm going to go, and we're going to go to Crescent Island. I'm going to save right before Crescent Isle. And that'll probably be the end of this episode. So I will see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.